Watch me as I do.
Purchase your track
Watch me
today.
as I do. Watch me as I do. Watch me as we do. Watch them as they do. Watch them as they do.
It's about that time.
Watch me as we do.
This is what I do. Hallelujah. This is what I do.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Monkey see, monkey do. Watch me as I do. Watch me as I do.
Watch me as I do.
Watch me as I do.
Watch me as I do.
Watch me as we do.
Watch me as we do.
Watch me as we do. Watch me as we do. Yeah. Watch me as we do.
Purchase your track
See
today.
me as we do.
Watch me as we do. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do.
Watch me as I do.
You who is greater? To all you naysayers. To all you murderous idols.
Remember that you got me. I remember that you got me. I remember that you got me. I remember that you got me. Monkey see, monkey do. This is what I do. Hallelujah. This is what I do. Remember to remember.
You who is greater?
Purchase your track
Watch me
today.
as I do.
You who is greater?
Watch me as I do. Watch me as I do.
You who is greater?
Watch me as we do.
You who is greater?
Watch me as we do. Watch me as we do.
You who is greater?
Watch me as we do. See me as we do.
You who is greater? We remember to remember, yeah. Remember to remember,
Hallelujah. All day, all night.
remember to remember, remember to remember,
See monkey do.
remember to remember,
This is what I do.
remember to
Yeah.
remember,
This is what I
You
do.
who is greater?
Purchase your track today.
Monkey do. Watch me as I do. Watch me as I do. Watch me as I do. Watch me as we do.
You who is greater?
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Blood Prophet. I've been given many days, just the same as many nights. Look at the moon, command the stars to bring the sun's light. It's about that time. Them omens of them blood moons showing us all the greatest in line. The signs and stitching going in between these lines like these letters and numbers of these bars in my mind. Stepping out of prison minds. Either way, I'm just saying, it's about that time. Calendrically thinking and seizing, this may be reason I'm breathing, seeking and reaching and be in the midst of these heathens who thinking they teaching and preaching. You don't know what teaching from preaching is. These cretins and treason, oh so fickle in your appeasing, emotional disposition, corrupting all your decisions. You fail to stay in position, you trust and pride. You are blind in your visions. You telling lies in your missions. A parasite I'm omitting. Hallelujah. I paraglide when I'm fishing. My parents rise in my vision. I ride or die in the kitchen. I died a riding commission. I sacrifice every mention so I can fly in suspension. And so divine intervention consolace minds in ascension. I sow enzymes of prevention to all you wicked inventions. Your mind is bound in this tension. I samurai jack you niggas. You gon' think I'm Rurouni Kenshin. About time I pick up the slack. Outside my pickups and back. Don't count my slip-ups as raps. My mummy's hiccups is back. I'm ancient more than your maps. Yo, who should give me his last? Come up so me you get strapped. My struggle sits in his lap. You hit the dice and get crap. Solicit ice and get cracked. You think you nice but you whack. We lay you flat on your back. Then use your ribs as a rack. Seams of our coats hanging down like raining bombs on Iraq. No discipline, leave them scratch. Notice his pen is a match. Play in my pool, you get tapped. Forever 8 cause we black. You old low-life having that bastards. Hallelujah. Thank you, Hara Hakadash. Yo, Shahama Shigaloa. Hallelujah. Blood prophet. No more lies. Kill Illuminati. You false lights took our identity for way too long. You stolen and robbed and raped and cheated my people for too long. You little bastards. Necromancing in the name of Black Lives Matter, but these black mothers are irrelevant to you. You see, we move as a pack, lay your sheep as a fact. Then midnight sleep is a track, so concrete it's a track. And so I sing I got a vision for my family, family walking in peace, living in peace, you feeling free. Been sick and tired of the struggle, not necessarily hard out. Been sick and tired of the struggle, not necessarily hard out. All work, but don't play hard. When you play hard and it's hard to work, what am I gonna do? Huh? What's it worth? A 9 to 5, 59.50, huh? That's the fitted cap for my physical gear. I'm just gonna praise ya and have my freedom here. Not wait till tomorrow till I find it like I commandeer. It's a journey, and every day's a new decision. Choosing wisdom, yes I do. I'm choosing life and life more abundantly, regardless of my choices. God be praised above all else. It's your grooming victory, and I'm walking that Nina Kopinda. I truly love God, and I truly love my family. So I make time, yeah, I make time. In and out, like space time. Keep going, continuing. Yeah. So what? Sorry. Where did Albany? Fragments of Noah. That's not what I was trying to ask. Where did white people come from? Because if this was the new thing that was done in the earth, right, and this was considered a punishment for Miriam when her and the people were speaking opposed to Moses, and Moses supposedly seeing the face of the Most High Yah and being in His presence, people ain't like that because Moses was an intercessor. And the consequence for whatever took place, as it was written anyway, was this. This is found in the fragments of Noah, whatever the hell just happened with that one. You can go back in the video. But
open the door
where did other
to
white people come
savings
from?
with beautiful
Are they
Mastercraft
offshoot of the
doors
albinos?
at Menards. Mastercraft steel entry.
You know what I'm saying? Is that another subspecies? Go to my other channel, Just Be People, and look up Miriam, flesh becomes white as snow or something like that. And I'm talking about some of this stuff and genetics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Strawberry blonde, red hair. She looked like a fucking serpent anyway. But I found it interesting how my bad. Some of their hair is white, some of it's blonde, some of it's gold, strawberry blonde. Some of them got red hair, and these are supposed to be, you know, put up here, black person with albinism. And looking at different peoples that was in the earth. These are the true, well, portion of the true Hyperboreans. Okay, so they try to put like white people or, you know,
um, people nowadays as Hyperboreans, and they're not Hyperboreans. These are Hyperboreans, a portion of Hyperboreans. Ends. And I just want to share it because you some of the hair, you know what I'm saying? Some of the so-called Mayans, maybe the ones that look white was some of these people. Look at their hairstyles. You know what I'm saying? Look at that fro, wool, like wool. It literally looked like wool, and it's white. You know what I'm saying? Even though we have brown and black hair and gold mix. Stop talking. Her hair. Go back over some of the ancient Maya peoples and some of these hairstyles and stuff like that. Abyssinia, mixed multitude. You know what I'm saying? So it's many things to consider when doing genetic studies. There's more than Rh negative, you know what I'm saying, studies out there. Like there's other ones that most people don't even hear about. And I had them on some of my other videos on it's either Just Be People or Planet Weird News, where I kind of talk about some of the other genetic gene codes and stuff like that and markers. See how they look like Neanderthal right here? That's the word I was looking for. Like Neanderthal features. You could tell there's not a regular white man because of the nose. Okay? But looking at the Neanderthal pictures in the white men, I wonder if white people stem from these albinos, which represent the children of the fallen, or the children of the transgressing Malachim, or deities, or whatever you want to call it. It's how we got giants and all kind of stuff like that. When you check out the mud fossils and mud floods and all kind of stuff like that, you can look at the giant trees and all kind of stuff. And I guarantee you, in some of the tunnel systems underground stuff, there's a whole bunch of these people because they can't be out in the sun because it'll literally cause red patches. You know what I'm saying? It hurts them. You know what I'm saying? So they can't, they're like vampires. You know what I'm saying? There's medications deal with other people's blood that some of these people have to take. You know what I'm saying? Made out of other people's blood and DNA and plasma and stuff like that to keep them healthy because they have so many sicknesses and disorders and stuff like that. So maybe the hand behind the white man is really these people who look white, but they're not European, or as we call, you know, the modern day Neanderthals that we think are Neanderthals. Maybe these are he look like fucking Goku. He look like Ultra Instinct. You know what I'm saying? Some of them got silver hair, gray hair, white hair. Some of these shits is Photoshop, but you know what I'm saying? When you look at these people, I've seen albinos for myself up close, and there's some that's out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Different color eyes. Some got red eyes, some got violet eyes, some got blue, some got gray, some got silver, some got just black. About the black-eyed children and some of that, you know what I'm saying? See how her eyes are like silver? You know what I'm saying? Some have like literally silver, but it's like a white film. Over. So I've been, for a couple years, you know what I'm saying, I've been trying to study the genomes and stuff like that. And then when y'all brought me, that's canceled. I brought me back to this writing of Miriam, flesh becoming white and snow, and then the fragments of Noah, and started, you know what I'm saying, started putting pieces together. Like maybe this is where the white man really came from. And that's why in all their vaults and all their secret stuff, they have all of our images, but they know that even there's this color of our people, you know what I'm saying, that are progenitors of their people. And then when melanin started getting intermixed and stuff like that, the tribal mixing and so on and so forth, and gene mixing, well, this is what you get. Splicing and all that stuff is gene mixing or tribe mixing, which we were commanded not to do. And this is one reason why, because you never know what people might take on genetically. Cut off my adversaries, y'all. All of them. I found it interesting how most of these people who have leprosy, because this is what it describes it as, leprosy, and same thing with vitiligo, leprosy, just different stages of leprosy in human name. Including the wounds that they be getting from certain things. You know what I'm saying? They're easy, susceptible to bruising, all kind of different stuff. Blood issues, all that. I found it interesting how a lot of them are models. Like, why do they all go to Hollywood to be models and shit? Most of them, not all of them, but most of them that you see out there are models. That's how these pictures get out there. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing about that is, why do they want to be models? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an accepted thing, I know that, but I also know it's part of, you know what I'm saying, the bad guys' agendas and shit like that. I don't think the white man is really pulling the strings. I think it's these people who are their forefathers and ancestors who are pulling the strings behind them. And just people don't know it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought that was, you know what I'm saying, a pretty interesting thing. And then from what we see, if you got an internet full of all kind of pictures of these people, why the fuck you don't be seeing them all heavy in certain places? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in America, you might see some here and there, but you don't see them very often. You don't see them very often in Africa. You see what I'm saying? And these are mutants. They're mutants. You know what I'm saying? And they do experiment on these motherfuckers. But these motherfuckers, I really think, are underground, and a lot of people just don't know it. And they're teaching people things that certain people are sent out with certain agendas to do, and so on and so forth. But you can see these is not white people, bro. I specifically typed in this up here. You know what I'm saying? So I think if people still wonder where white people come from, I could be wrong, but I think that they came from them, from these right here, these peoples. I think that they came from them. And if there's not many of them that people see all the time, that's why I feel like they underground. Because there's whole cities and nations underground. There's whole jetway systems, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is look the shit up. I love Yahoo. You know, and these could be found everywhere. Arizona, Utah, Colorado, especially downtown. Downtown Denver and Colorado, them bitches everywhere. In Aurora, go out towards Golden, you know what I'm saying? Wyoming. Where all the military bases and stuff like that in Golden, Colorado, and in the mountains, you know what I'm saying? All the military bases dealing with the VA, the hospitals. There's some in the tunnel systems under the movie theaters, some people's houses and places in Golden, secret tunnels that they boarded up, you know what I'm saying, for certain people. But you know what I'm saying? These bitches out here. So I just want to put stuff out. I want to put stuff out here so people know. You know what I'm saying? A little bit deeper and stuff like that. This shit is out here. And all these people out here, you know what I'm saying? I get being interested in certain stuff, but these bitches everywhere, bro. If you talk about food shortages, where the fuck you think they taking that shit? You got shit in Chicago and Michigan, underground lakes and river systems. They teach you this shit on National Geographic. You know what I'm saying? And Discovery Channel. Sewage systems and shit. Like, these bitches everywhere. In malls, underground malls and shit. Look at this shit, bro. New York City. These bitches everywhere. You got mutated creatures and stuff that be down there. These tunnel systems, you know what I'm saying? It would take somebody to have to live a lifetime to travel in certain tunnel systems to be able to get around them bitches, you know what I'm saying? These niggas not really getting sunlight for real. You know? So why you got all these, you know what I'm saying? Look right here. This is maps. Look at these bitches. And all these go through all of here. Some of this shit into Canada. Some of this shit going into Mexico. And newsflash, oh, Mexico, Mary's flesh is white as snow. Go to that video, Just Be People. And I show about the maps and stuff like that, 16s and 13s, 1600s maps and stuff like that, where they show that Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and Wyoming is a portion of all what they call New Mexico. So we're still in Mexico, and motherfuckers don't even know it, but they put a border right there between Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even knowing that they still in Mexico. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? This stuff right here. Have some tissue, please. These bitches is networks. You know what I'm saying? From the times that they move, right under people's noses. You know what I'm saying? Big booms that you hearing all across the world. The drillings and humming noises underground. That's because they drilling. They got a whole ass boring machine. Look at this shit. From Florida. These bitches come all the way up through the south, all the way. Do you see how that shit network? It's a whole fucking travel system, all the way through this mud. You know what I'm saying? They in their first Freemasonic temples and shit too, libraries, hospitals. There's a lot about hospitals that a lot of people don't realize too. You know what I'm saying? They store whole ass nuclear devices inside the hospitals. Like this, it's a whole setup. Like motherfuckers don't be thinking about certain shit. But from all the way down here, look at this. This is touching into Mexico. Shit go all the way through here. Touch through Colorado, all that. All the way along the coastline. And further up. You know what I'm saying? Into Canada in different way. And they got them bitches all over the place. They got shit that they doing from to connect here to Europe, and that shit not that far away. It's not. Europe is right over here by Canada. When you study cartography, you learn the real truth behind that shit. I had to go do my enforcement. I had to go do my own studies and research on that shit. You know what I'm saying? For myself, so I know. And this is a more clear version. Because look at all this shit. Them bitches connected. Heavy as fuck over here. You know what I'm saying? Michigan, you can barely even see Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Look, it go through the lakes. You know, I'm talking about underground. Not found my ass. Parker. Deep underground military bases. At the Battle of Dulce is Elon Musk and IgG Love Child from Mars. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? They got this shit all the way in the motherfucking Grand Canyon and they got 90% of that bitch cut off. You know what I'm saying? It's got our heritage in it. It's got a whole fucking ziggurat in that motherfucker still. You know what I'm saying? Like, they call them dumbs, deep underground military bases. Where's that one? I want to find that one with that dude walking down the stairway and shit like that. This nigga was walking down for ages. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't see it. But you can look that up. It's where a lot of that human trafficking goes. When people disappearing from entire islands and shit like that, them bitches taken underground. They forced underground. They've experimented on, they eaten, they tested on super soldier programs. You know what I'm saying? They got all kind of shit. And motherfuckers don't really know about that. They don't know about the Russian slave experiments and all kind of certain shit, you know what I'm saying? But they out there. So when the rich out there leave the world behind, that's where they going. They can't leave this earth. They can't get past the dome. So they go underground and they go underwater into their tunnel bases. All the Odyssey and outer world movies and shit that you find, because that's the shit that they showing you underground and under the waters. China and them, they be making all kinds of man-made islands and shit. You know what I'm saying? And other things. And it's not just them. USA Inc., which is not America, they're not the same thing. USA Inc. is from the District of Columbia. It's a foreign mafia. A foreign agency. It's a foreign mafia operating as an alien government, a quasi incorporation, a fraudulent government. They won't schools. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna teach your children this stuff in schools. Ask questions. Why you don't want motherfuckers knowing this shit? Y'all talking about a reset, so you gonna destroy everything on the top, and y'all motherfuckers go underground. So don't that mean we should be going underground too? Preparing for situations that we might encounter if we need to go underground. If that's the thing that our ancestors was doing, well, I think we should get into a liking in a righteous way of kind of doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be trying to do no weird shit or, you know what I'm saying, none of that shit, but about to be destroyed because motherfuckers don't like us, because they exposed. Look how deep that shit is, you know what I'm saying? You could drive a whole fucking bus, you could drive a fucking train through that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Look, you can fit thousands of people in there. You know what I'm saying? It was how the Mayans, even just in the Grand Canyon, when certain things happen, they could fit over 5,000 people in some of those building structures. 5,000 people, my nigga? Everybody on the earth, above the earth, can fit down there. As long as the people, as well as the people that's underneath that bitch. Or underneath the earth, excuse me. Move the earth, the sun, the moon, Hashamim, and all is righteous, you know what I'm saying? And who would name? Who will be exalted even deeper, greater, stronger, and be above all things. But I would be sitting here observing some things. You know what I'm saying? Because CERN is underground too. And these niggas underground, why is it the 5G shit and all that radiated? The certain stuff is above ground, but they underground. Are they getting affected by that shit too? Is this what it means by the rocks will fall on them? Like the earth gonna fucking cave in on them? Their whole systems, like they gonna get squashed. Boring machine. The world's largest boring machine. Tunnel system. You know what I'm saying? They use this shit. And they ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? People know about this shit, so YouTube, eat my shorts. That's connected to 5G, that's connected to DARPA and HARP, weather control. chemtrails, all that shit. They just increased the length of certain things. You know what I'm saying? So when all the resets happened, it makes sense that these motherfuckers went underground. And they repopulated while they was underground. And they released splice clones, androids, hybrids of all kinds. And yeah, that's how they fucking did this shit. So I'm gonna show a little video of this. You know what I'm saying? Keep this in mind. It's many things to consider. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go over some mud flood stuff in a minute, where giants that look like rocks or look like mountains of all kind of creatures. This stuff was real. You know what I'm saying? Dinosaurs or the dragons, as they say, were real. They done found fossils with blood still in it, you know what I'm saying, preserved and petrified. They've been splicing, trying to bring the mutants back. They show in Jurassic World and all, you know what I'm saying, what they call it?
Jurassic World.
I already said that.
Jurassic Park.
The same thing after I just said that to you. It was a movie with The Rock, and it was a white ape, and they was doing experiments that made him bigger and shit like that. And they was releasing mutants and shit like that of different kind of shit around the world and stuff. And the white ape was fighting against him and shit like that. Anyway, it was that type stuff. So I think a lot of that stuff was heard underground and contained in a certain way, because you see on maps of cartography of them fighting monsters, sea monsters and shit like that. So they still at war with shit under the waters too. That shit's still here. You know what I'm saying? If 8% of the water's been explored, nigga, you got a long ass way to go. There's whole ass lakes in the sea that they can't even get into because the portal is sealed. You know what I'm saying? There's whole ass reservations of clean water that they can't get through. You know what I'm saying? Because they're sealed out. So when they try to go to what they call space, they're in water. That's where they are. Or in the desert somewhere. That's it. You know, no more being fooled by the dumb shit, you know? And it's funny how they got all these government patents. Shit, and so-called laws that are not real laws. No rules of order. You know what I'm saying? That you can't go in them places, but they can. And that's a lie, because the Most High Yahuwah gave the earth to his people. You know what I'm saying? So who is anybody else to say that you can't go in certain places that the Most High has specifically instructed his people free permission? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to ask nobody for permission. He like, if I say go, go. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, figure out a couple bugs on this, but you know what I'm saying? Get out the, hey, this is how y'all, you're done for the night. The shower. And use some of that in that water and steam. Come on, man. Don't act started. Just slow the shit. Yeah. Serious right now? I started doing stuff, this shit was starting weird. You don't like what I'm saying? So what, bucketheads? Real shit. Damn it.